Ever since the Hamas-Israel crisis began, civilians on both sides continue to suffer. The Palestinians have been suffering tremendously because of the blockade. The Israelis, remember, suffered brutalities at the hands of the Hamas militants. Many families are still awaiting news of their loved ones. But people in Gaza are going through a humanitarian crisis of proportions that we've not witnessed in years. Ever since Israel vowed to destroy and crush the militants, it has imposed a complete blockade of the narrow strip. Now we know that Gazans have been fleeing towards the south after Israel gave a 6-hour window for people to escape. This came after Israel gave a 24-hour deadline for the Gaza residents. But let us understand as to what's happening on the ground. Israel has continued with its relentless attacks on the Gaza Strip. World leaders have urged for restraint. They've been asking Israel to provide a humanitarian corridor to let some aid trickle into Gaza. But on the ground, it is people who are suffering. The situation in the Gaza Strip remains very dire. Innocent civilians who have had no role to play in the war have been cut off from critical supplies.
في عندك مشكلة كهرباء، في عندك مشكلة مي، في عندك مشكلة يعني أزمات بشكل مش طبيعي، حالة ميؤوس منها.
The region has been running abysmally low on food, water, medicines and electricity. The city's only power plant had run out of fuel earlier. Children, women, elderly have become the victims of this Israeli aggression. Hospitals have been overwhelmed, and over 2,200 people have lost their lives. This includes at least 700 young children who've been murdered in this campaign by Israel to raid Gaza. At least 10,000 people have been wounded. Out of this, what proportion would be Hamas militants is a big question.
بس الناس خايفة يعني زي خوف ومتعرف إشارات التيك الحروب والمهاجر ربنا يجيب فيه الخير.
Now look at these visuals where buildings have been completely reduced to rubble. There is death, destruction and dust all over the city. The city reeks of the smell of gunpowder because of the explosions of these Israeli bombs. Schools, hospitals and even refugee camps and mosques and government buildings have all come under Israeli bombardment.
أنا نفسي تخلص الحرب وارجع أدار وأتعلم وأعيش زي البني آدمين. خلص يا عمي إحنا طلع كم شهر الوضع مأساة، فيش مية، فيش كهرباء، فيش شكل. الواحد واقف هنا وجعان يا زلمة، إيش ضايل؟ نفسي أرجع أدار أتعلم وأعيش زي البني آدمين، أنا مش عايش، أنا بس منظر.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.